Hey everyone, Couch Investor back to another video for today, and happy 4th of July to all my American followers. I hope you're all having a wonderful time with your family and friends. Now in this video I want to focus on Meta platform, the recent announcements with regards to subscription for VR, subscription for the verified ones on Instagram, new developments with regards to monetizing WhatsApp and WhatsApp business, finally. And then of course we have to talk about the Twitter rival app that will be launching on June 6th. So let's first talk about and have a look at the current state of the company. So I'm here on Coifin, which you can find the link down in the description below. You get 10% off if you'd like to. Now it's an amazing platform. You can get all of this information, of course. So right now, this stock has done pretty well this year, up 137% year to date, and of course, up more than 3x since those lows back in November. Now, when you hear all those numbers, you might say, valuation-wise, this thing might be super high. Well, actually, PE in the next 12 months, 22.2 times. So no, not that expensive. Why is that? Well, because as you can see down here, lower analyst estimates, EPS is expected to grow quite nicely for fiscal year 23, fiscal year 24, and then fiscal year 25, still 15.87% growth there. Now, of course, since the macro environment is still not that great, that could mean that advertisers might not be spending as much as they did before. It's one of the reasons why most of the advertising companies on the stock market and overall around the world have taken a hit. But with regards to Meta, we have seen things become better and better. Obviously, we've seen monetization of Reels become better as well, targeting return on investment become better as well, especially after that so-called Apple privacy update. But for this week, we have something more interesting. And no, it's not a cage fight between Zuckerberg and Elon Musk in the Colosseum in Italy. No, but it's actually a Twitter rival app. So it's called apparently the Threads app. And by the way, if you go on Instagram in search and you write Threads, you can get a virtual ticket and a reminder. So whenever it releases, you'll get that reminder. So Threads is where communities come together to discuss everything from the topics you care about today to what will be trending tomorrow. Whatever is you're interested in, you can follow and connect directly with your favorite creators and others who love the same things, or build a loyal following of your own to share your ideas, opinion, and creativity in the world. And yes, you can already preview this in the App Store, so yes, this is a real thing that should be released later this week. Now, of course, the timing here is perfect, especially after there have been some limits put into place on Twitter, the amount of tweets that you can view, etc., etc. Maybe this can drive momentum towards that app. But even if that wasn't the case, Instagram, Facebook have billions of users. So, of course, launching a thing like that will automatically attract millions and millions of users. Now, of course, the other side would say, oh, but they just copy things like they copied Snapchat stories, they're copying now Twitter, they copied lots of other things as well. Yes, maybe that's true, they're good at copying things, but when you have billions of users, copying things might be the way to go, since obviously Meta will not be able to acquire new companies out there because of FTC and stuff like that. So yes, they will copy stuff. And unfortunately, because big tech companies are not allowed to buy a lot of companies these days, copying will probably destroy the competition more than acquiring a small competitor. Because when you acquire a small competitor, at least you give a certain people, investors or whatnot, a return on their investments. The employees still have a job most of the time. But when you copy and their users flock to a platform like Instagram, well, you have a bit more unemployment. Of course, it remains to be seen if this will be a huge success. Looking at the track record, I think it will. Now, if you enjoyed this type of video so far, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, would really appreciate that. And if you want support me even further, do check out the link down in the description and in the pinned comment to get the top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to fool.com/couchinvestor. Now let's talk about the Citi analyst's note. So the analyst has a buy rating and boosted his per share price target to $360 from $315. Noted that though Instagram's apps download this quarter were roughly 12% below that of TikTok, it has gained greater share of users, with monthly active users up 6% year over year compared to a 4% gain from TikTok. Now further, while overall time spent per monthly active users on TikTok remains approximately 41% higher than Instagram, 31 hours per user per month on TikTok versus 22 hours on Instagram, which is still crazy. We see Instagram gaining share of attention with time spent per monthly active users, growth outpacing TikTok for a 7th consecutive month. Of course, with the rise of Reels, this is the logical thing to see. He also said that the ad market is stable to improving, and given Meta's approach to ads, new ad products, and continued engagement growth for Reels, all of this could result in greater usage on Feed, Stories, Messenger, and WhatsApp. He now believes advertising revenue growth in 2024 will rise 14% year over year, with Reels accounting for roughly $10.5 billion in revenue next year. Now, moving on to another great business of Facebook or Meta, WhatsApp. So last week, they announced the ability for more than 200 million users of the WhatsApp business app, which by the way, this is a metric that I think is the first time we get. So 200 million WhatsApp business users. So they will be able to create Facebook and Instagram ads that click to WhatsApp without needing a Facebook account, as well as new ways to connect with customers more efficiently. So starting soon, they'll make it possible for many small businesses across the world that run their entire operations on WhatsApp to create, purchase, and publish a Facebook or Instagram ad directly within the WhatsApp business app. This is obviously a way to reach more customers more quickly, but also on a more personalized matter. So starting soon, we'll begin testing a new feature within the WhatsApp business app where small businesses will have the option to send personalized messages to their customers, like appointments reminder, birthday greetings, or even updates on a holiday sale in a faster and more efficient way. Now, rather than having to manually send the same message to multiple customers, this new feature will give businesses the ability to send personal messages with the customer's name and customizable call to action buttons to specific customer lists, such as those with a select label like VIP customers or new customers. Schedule the day and time the message are sent, and then see what's working. They also offer this advanced optional type of message for a fee in the WhatsApp business app, and I'll have more details about this in the future. Now remember, last quarter they did give us a bit more information with regards to the click to message ads. So that has reached a $10 billion revenue run rate, which 2 quarters ago, by the way. And since then, the number of businesses using our other business messaging service, paid messaging on WhatsApp, has grown by 40% quarter over quarter. Our success here depends on delivering results for other businesses and at our scale that can have macroeconomic effects. Of course, I'd love to hear more about that in the upcoming earnings call. And last 2 things here with regards to subscriptions. So the company is rolling out Meta Quest Plus, a bit like PlayStation Plus, a service that will offer users to handpick virtual reality titles each month. So it will first start with a promotion that offers access to the service for just $1 for the first month. And after that, users will be able to pay either $7.99 per month or pay for a year $59.99. And the other thing about subscription is the Meta verified subscription, a bit like Twitter Blue. So according to Bank of America, they said that this service could prove popular for influencers, creators, and businesses, helping Meta score $1.7 billion in high margin revenue in 2024 if they reach around 12 million subscriptions. Now, of course, as time goes by, they'll open this up to more and more countries, more and more regions, and expect even more people to use Meta Verified, which again will just add to the bottom line for Meta. So to conclude, while Meta platform has gone up 130 something percent already this year, there's still a long way to go when it comes to this company's growth potential. I'm not even talking about the success or the release of the Quest 3, which will be later on this year, the whole metaverse thing. Again, this is still a small, very tiny part of their business. The majority of the investment is in AI, is in machine learning, LLMs, which by the way, as we've said in, I think, the last video about Meta, the Llama one, which is one of the best ones out there. And it will be extremely useful in the future, especially as messaging will be done a bit more through bots, through AI, especially if there is an acceleration in VR and AR adoption. Imagine if you can just talk, you have some glasses on, and you talk to your AI agent just like that, and it understands you in multiple languages, because Meta is working on that as well. So yes, I'm extremely bullish on Meta's future. Of course, you might disagree, you might agree. Let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.